Hello and welcome to our oral listening skills. This is our listening skills 3 video, and if this is your first time having a go at doing some listening skills with us, it's great to have you with us. If you have been looking at the last 2 videos, you'll know that we're focusing on listening skills for all types of musicians. So this is whether you're a singer, a piano player, guitarist, drummer. We're trying to include all the musicians, regardless of the instrument, just to see if we can improve your listening of music, your perception of music, and your ability to think about what you're hearing. Okay, so if you have already gone through the first 2 videos, you'll be familiar with the idea that I'm going to give you some exercises and I want to see if you can do them back to me. And I think we're going to start off with musical memory, okay? So in the first session, I gave some exercises looking at 3 note patterns, and I said if you could play them back or sing them back, I would be challenging you with a couple of exercises. So we're going to build on what we've done before, and today I'm going to be using the notes C, D, E, and F. So if you're going to be playing these on your instruments, those are the notes I'm going to be using, and if you want to sing it back, well, you can just respond with your voice. Okay, now you'll be familiar with the idea that I'm keen for you not to see my hands, because otherwise you can cheat. So I'm going to be covering my hand with a book. Okay, and I'm going to give you a pattern, and I want to see if you can give it back to me. This is pattern number 1. Okay, so I'm going to give it to you again. This is pattern number 1, and see if you can do it back to me. And starting on C. Okay, so the pattern that I just gave you was C, D, E, F. Okay, and if you can also try and give me the rhythm that I'm playing as well, that would be great. Okay, because I'm looking basically for something that is exactly what I'm giving to you. Okay, here's pattern number 2. Are you ready? Still using the notes C, D, E, and F, and I'm going to start on C. Here we go. Ooh, tricky. I'm going to give that to you again, and I'm going to go. Okay, so for those of you that have just done it, this is what you should have given back. That was C, D, E, E, C, F. Well done. Okay. For the second part of our listening skills, I'm going to give you some chords. And I know for the students that I teach, they always really enjoy doing this little exercise, mainly because they think I can't catch them out. So if you did already do the last 2 videos, you'll know that I introduced this in the first video, looking at different types of chords. So a chord being when I play more than one note at the same time, and I can give you a major chord, which is a happy chord, and I can give you a minor chord, which is a sad chord. Okay, this time for our listening skills 3, I'm going to move the chords around a little bit. So I'm going to try and make some of them higher, some of them lower, just to make it a little bit more challenging for you guys as you're doing this. Okay, and I'm going to cover my hand so you can't cheat. Okay, are we ready? This is number 1 chord. Here we go. And so I'll give it to you again. This is the first chord. I want to know whether it's happy or sad, major or minor. All right, so hopefully at home you're going, oh, that was definitely minor. Okay, well done. That was an F minor chord. All right, number 2 chord. Here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to see if I can catch you out. Number 2. And I'll give it to you again. This is chord number 2. And that was a major chord. All right, a G major chord. So I think I'm going to give you 2 more because you're getting better and better at doing this. So I'm going to give you a super high chord now, and I want to see if you can tell me whether it's major or minor. So here we go, major or minor, and Here it is, chord number 3. That was chord number 3 again. Here we go. Super high, E major. Well done. Okay, and I think for the last chord, I'm going to try and make it a little bit lower. So I'm going to go all the way down here and see if I can catch you out. The last chord, chord number 4. Here it is, and chord number 4 again. Here we go, and that was A minor. All right, so that was 4 chords. I'm sure you did really well, and well done. Now for the third part of our listening skills, we're going to be looking at how a melody pattern is changing. And we did introduce this particular skill in the first video. The idea is that I'm going to play you a melody and I want you to tell me whether I'm going to change the melody at the beginning of the pattern or the end of the pattern. So for instance, if I give you something like this, I could decide to change it at the beginning by starting on a different note and going, or I might decide to change it at the end. So I might decide to go, okay? So I'm basically going to change one note. I'm going to change either the note at the beginning of the melody or the note at the end of the melody. Are you ready? Here we go. And I'm going to change it underneath my book so you can't see my hand. Okay, number 1, here we go. So that was your pattern. Now I want you to tell me if I'm changing it at the beginning or at the end. Okay, hopefully you said the beginning because I changed the first note. Okay, I'll give you another example. So this is pattern number 2. You can tell me whether I'm changing the pattern at the beginning or at the end. All right, and I'm still going to use my note starting on middle C. Here we go, and okay, so that was your pattern, and now I'm going to give it to you again. I'm going to change something. And hopefully you said I changed it at the end. Well done, everybody.